here today at the Honolulu Museum for Contemporary Pop is Amanda Leonard, who is the coordinator for the Missing Child Center of Hawaii. Happy you're with us.
Thank you for having me.
You know, it's great to finally meet you. We've heard so much about the work that you're doing out of the Attorney General's office.
Thank you.
Maybe you can share with the audience a little bit more about the center and also that it is a big problem.
Sure. Well, the Missing Child Center has been with the Department of the Attorney General for about 25 years. Next year will be the 25th year. And we're a program within the Crime Prevention and Justice Assistance Division. And our mission is to locate, recover, and reunite missing children with their families here in Hawaii.
That's a huge task.
It is, but we don't do it alone. We work with many law enforcement agencies, local, state, and federal, as well as other private and public agencies. And it really takes a village, but we really enjoy it, and it's extremely rewarding.
How deep is the problem or the issue that we're talking about? I know we all, as parents, you know, we worry desperately about our children being abducted, but so many of your children are also runaways.
Most of our children are reported as runaways. That's the primary group that we are working with. And, you know, we've been lucky to not have a serious stranger abduction here in Hawaii, much like other states, but it can happen. So it's important to be mindful about safety regarding prevention for abductions. But yes, the main population is going to be runaways, and we've really are concerned about what happens to them while they're out on the streets, more so than why they decided to run and leave their homes.
And when we talk about runaway kids, right, it's from every community.
Absolutely.
Not just the lower socioeconomic or the
That's right.
poverty-stricken
It can
areas.
happen to, I mean, we work with families from all socioeconomic backgrounds, children who are in nuclear families, children who are in foster care. It really knows no identity. But the main thing is that we don't feel that these kids are safe out there, and that's why it's imperative to get them off the streets and back home where they belong.
It's natural for young kids to say, pack their bags and leave home, sometimes, right? How do you help parents get through that reality?
Well, if their child is missing, it's an extremely intense situation, and we just try to ask them to help us find them, because they, as the parents, have the most information on their kids. We issue posters statewide, and we track leads from the public, and we work very closely with the assigned law enforcement agency and the families to find them. Thankfully, the recovery rate is pretty high.
So how do you help parents talk with their children relative to the dangers, you know, without creating panic and fear?
It's a challenge. What we do is, in addition to locating missing children, we also go out into the community. We do keiki ID events, we do town halls sometimes. We recently did one in Kapolei, and really the message that I gave was just from my experience with working these cases, is that the parents are the best prevention, educating themselves and talking to their kids about the dangers of running away. In addition to, you know, what to do if a stranger approaches you. That's important too, but really the dangers of running away, what's out there, what could happen to them. And it's a difficult thing, but I really feel that it's an important thing to do, especially if you have a teenager.
Well, thank you for spending a few minutes with us and alerting us to all the dangers, you know, and the realities of running away. And hopefully there won't be a need for your office in the future.
That's what we hope.
That's the
when
goal,
we're really
right?
busy, it makes us sad, because there's just so much going on. But it's very important that parents here in Hawaii know that we're a resource and that we're here, and that if their child goes missing, that they can call us and we will help them.
Great. Thank you so much for being with us
Thank you so
today.
much for having me.
Thank you. You had the opportunity to meet Amanda Leonard, who is the coordinator for the Missing Child Center of Hawaii. Glad you're with us.